Gift of life for me is heavenly eternity. It's Rhyme and Reason 783.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're here.
Hey there, Tony here, and I want to share something with you that I actually shared a couple of months ago that on the TonyFunderburk.com blog, and it was particularly appropriate when I shared it that day. It was something I also wrote about, I think it was 9 years ago, and it's about the gift of life. And I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but if it's you, let me know so we can be glad together about it. And here's the message. The moment you were conceived, you were given the indescribable gift of life. The indescribable gift of life. And it's an indescribable gift because no one can truly describe life. In fact, to merely describe it, just to make a description of it, it somewhat implies that we have a good understanding of what it is. I believe we can perceive life, but we can't really describe it. I mean, how many times have you heard the age-old question, what's the meaning of life? And, of course, when you ask it, you have to ask it that way. What's the meaning of life? Anyway, but why should anyone call it the gift of life? The gift of life. Why would it be called a gift, right? We fragile human beings hurl ourselves at the future, oftentimes without genuine appreciation of the now. And now is the only place in time that you can actually function. I mean, certainly you can know that you have a past and you can never go back there. You can't change even 1 millisecond of what has already happened. And you also have a future, but the only control you have over it depends on what you do with now, right? Right now, do you love yourself? I mean, it seems like an arrogant question, doesn't it? But it's not really. Even God says you are to love your neighbor as yourself. And simply put, you're to love yourself, not as the world might have you believe, but with respect to and for that indescribable gift of life that you get from God. I'll bet you feed and water and groom yourself, right? You make sure you stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer. You clothe you, don't you? And you give yourself many, many gifts, right? If you're old enough to do that, you do. And you absolutely should do these things. And you should seek to do them for others also. If it's within your ability to do so. Remember, your neighbor, whether it's next door or thousands of miles away or in the next room, they've also been given that indescribable gift of life. I kind of keep fumbling on that word. Indescribable. There we go. The indescribable gift of life. They have it too. But maybe their life isn't going so well right now. If you can comfort them, that's a good thing to do. And if they're willing, maybe share some things that they can do to be healthier in their body and their soul and their spirit. Maybe show them how what they eat directly affects their body. I talked about that on a couple episodes ago about grass-fed beef, how that's healthy for you. Anyway, you could share with them how they what they need to feed their eyes and ears directly with, because that affects their soul and spirit. But none of that guarantees a changed heart. None of that guarantees a changed soul or a changed person. But even if they refuse to hear or receive or implement the information you share, you're still doing what God would have you do if you're someone who follows and trusts in the one who made you. That would be Jesus. And that shows how you appreciate what he's done for you, is to tell others about him. And as the Apostle Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians 9:15, thanks be to God for his indescribable gift. If you'll only say you do believe in the gift of life, you can receive. It's a priceless gift we all received on Christmas. It's a shining light inside of you, but you really have to want it to. So open that gift to you on Christmas. And obviously that was a Christmas rhyme, but it applies because every day is another day to enjoy your gift that you received on that first Christmas when God became a man and dwelt among us and did the rest of what he did. Thank you so much for tuning in to this slightly more serious episode of Rhyme and Reason, brought to you as always by TonyFunderburk.com. And I invite you to go over there and get some uncool stuff at your earliest convenience. And one of those is a t-shirt that says, "Life has rhyme and reason because God made you."
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme